Salutations, my name is Summer and this is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. We have Sylvie. I don't know if she's coming down to see me or not. Oh, she's over here. We have Mayfair. I have Finchurch. He's laying over here and Mayfair just kind of freaked him out. I do not know where Randall is, but hopefully he'll hear me talking and come down. I am going to be doing the burger tag. I was tagged by Jack-Rambling Raconteur, and it was originally created by Josh at Literary Gladiators. So I need to check out his channel. So I will be looking at my Kindle because I'm looking at the questions from Jack's channel. Okay, and Sylvie is, oh yeah, Sylvie. Okay, Hamburger. If you were looking to get someone to read one of your favorite writers, which of their works would you recommend? And that is Ape House by Sarah Gruen. I have loved all of Sarah Gruen's works that I've read. I loved Water for Elephants. I loved At the Water's Edge. But Ape House holds a special place in my heart. So, Cheeseburger, a reliably good writer. And that is Pearl. I want to say, Syl. No. Come here. I'm sorry. I thought she was going to I thought that would shut the computer down. Okay. Pearl, she's wound. Pearl Cleage, What Looks Like Crazy on an Ordinary Day. This book is fantastic. I have enjoyed everything that I've read by her. Okay. Bacon Cheeseburger, a work that gives you a rush. So I like all of Greg Iles, but Third Degree was very intense and stressful, and yeah, it had some surprises and twists and turns, and we didn't know what was going on half the time. Anyway, I didn't like the ending because I felt like it was all wrapped up in a nice bow and it didn't need to be. But I loved the rest of the book. And I do enjoy Greg Iles. Okay, Pizzaburger, a favorite writer from your home country born in another country. So I want to mention Zainab Salbi. This is Freedom is an Inside Job. She is the woman who founded Women for Women International. And so she's very inspirational. I've been following her for maybe close to 20 years, for sure. Another writer who I love that I want to mention is Lisa C., and this is Snowflower and the Secret Fan, and I've loved all of Lisa C.'s works. But she was born in Paris, France. Okay. Pizzaburger. Oh no. Chicken Burger. Instead of reading this work or writer, school should read this work or writer. So I didn't go to high school, but I remember my mom making me read The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway, and I haven't read anything else by him since, which I will someday. And I'm sure that book, I think I would get more from it now because I'm sure I could look deeper into it, but I was just kind of like, let's get this over with. So instead of reading that, I think it would be better to read Seeds of Hope by Jane Goodall, and anything by Jane Goodall, because she does have books for younger writers also, or younger readers also. But yeah, this is Wisdom and Wonder from the World of Plants. And the things she tells you in here is so intriguing. It opens your eyes to the world. And, you know, she does that about every living thing. She opens our eyes to how things really are instead of just us seeing objects. Okay. Where am I? Oh, wait. Okay. No, I'm right. Veggie Burger. Number 6. Maybe I should say the things to keep track. A work that encourages plant-based eating. Okay. So there's 2. One of them, actually, this might be for another. Okay, another Jane Goodall. Hope, Harvest for Hope. And this is a guide to mindful eating. As you can tell, I do love everything about Jane Goodall. But another book is a fantasy, and I know a lot of you guys on BookTube, they don't like this writer, and I get it. But I'm going to say Blood of the Fold is the 3rd book in a series. Wizard's First Rule is the 1st book. Terry Goodkind. I understand he is not a likable person, it seems like. But the series went on way too long, and I think I stopped at book 8 because I just couldn't stand. I felt like he was just doing fillers. Like he couldn't come up with anything new. It was the same old thing. But those first 5 books, first 3 books for sure, and this is the 3rd one, are fantastic. And the main character is vegetarian. Okay. Blue Cheeseburger, a pretentious work. So I don't know if it's really fair to say this because I didn't get past the first page, but I plan to read it someday. And that is Double Feature by Owen King. I bought this a long time ago. And I didn't pay $14.99. I just haven't taken the sticker off. I got it at a library book sale for probably $1. But just the first page, there were so many words that I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to look this word up. Oh, here's another one I'm going to have to look up. And I didn't feel like that was, I don't know how to say it without sounding stupid. But I kind of feel like if a writer is a great writer, then they can reach almost all audiences. And I love Joe Hill, and I love Stephen King and Tabitha King's writing, but this is will be my first Owen King whenever I decide to tackle it. And I just felt like double feature, it should be entertaining, not something that I have to constantly struggle with. But, oh well. Okay. Maybe Syl will come back over. Let's see. Bison Burger, a book that tells the truth about the American West. So I am not much of a Western reader, even though I do love Larry McMurtry and I enjoyed True Grit, which I don't even know if that was set in the West. So yeah, I don't know, but I decided to choose Zeke and Ned by Larry McMurtry and Diana Osana. It's a great book. I believe that it's historical fiction, but they've become like a tall tale of everything that went down. So, but it's a great book. So I don't know how much of it is true or not. So, okay. Mushroom and Swiss Burger. Talk about a moldy book you own and admire. Now, I just threw a book away because it's moldy. If a book is moldy, it is out the door because it spreads like crazy. So, and I have had moldy books because I always live in homes that don't have heating in certain areas. Not my apartment, but the house before that, I lived there for 9 years and there was no heating upstairs and I kept thinking I was going to move. So I had boxes and books upstairs in a room that wasn't heated. So yeah, I've dealt with mold. So I don't have a moldy book to show you, but I have a book to show you that I've had this since I was a teenager. I don't know why it says 409. Oh, April of 09. I've had this since... I've had this since 09. So I used to write poetry as a teenager. I don't write. I haven't wrote since I got married the first time when I was 18. So anyway, but I used to write poetry as a teenager and just all the time. And I also had a bunch of dogs, and so inside dogs. So here's a book that I've kept. And this is an anthology where you have to pay to have your poem in here. So it's not like they were like, oh, this poem is so great, we want to publish it for you. It was like, pay us for the anthology and you can have a poem in here. So I have maybe 4 of these, but this one, the dogs got a hold of it. So, but I've kept it because my poem is fine in here. Anyway, so it's not moldy, but it's damaged. Okay, let's see here. 10, Turkey Burger, a work that encourages a healthy lifestyle. You know what? I'm thinking that was Harvest for Hope, but I'm going to say The Good Body by Eve Ensler. This book is all about loving your body. And I feel like that is one of the most important things we can do. I mean, sure, we need to eat healthy and exercise and everything, but I feel like our body knows when we're saying bad things about it, or when we're picking at it, or saying, ugh, this isn't, I hate this about my body. And I feel like our body knows, like our cells remember. And anyway, so yeah, The Good Body. Because it is about women loving. Actually, it's interesting because she talks about how it's kind of an, and it's not just an American thing, but she went to Africa and the women were like, I love my breasts. I love my thighs. My body does all these things for me. And it's like, yeah, a lot of American women are just, we look at the photographs and we think, oh, this is how we should look, and we don't add up. Instead of thinking, oh, my body is healthy. Look, I can walk on these legs are strong. These thighs are strong enough to carry me as I'm walking or dancing or, So, okay. 11, Pub Burger, a 500-page book that is filling and engaging. Okay. I chose Into the Wilderness by Sarah Donati. And it's 800 pages. But it's a whole series, and this series is the first series I've ever read where it has been completed. Everything is answered in a wonderful way. So, yeah. 12, Diner Burger, a work that makes you feel physically and emotionally involved. Every single Jodi Picoult book I have ever read, I have felt emotionally involved in. And my first instinct was to pick up My Sister's Keeper because, but every single Jodi Picoult, I am emotionally and I'm physically there with her. Honest Fast Food Burger, a work with a great exterior and poor interior. I hate talking about books that I didn't care for. But look at this gorgeous cover. I mean, that is so beautiful. The book isn't very good. I didn't enjoy it at all. I thought it was going to be about something different, and it was more about just drama and everything bad that can happen possibly happens, and I just didn't care for it. It actually is in my pile to give to the free little library. And there's another book that was in there that I was going to show you because it was a vintage classic, and it was Sons and Lovers by D.H. Lawrence. And the cover is beautiful, and the book is crap. I read the whole thing. I struggled through it, and it was just so bad, so bad. Anyway, I'm not a D.H. Lawrence fan. I tried Lady Chatterley's Lover and was just like, oh, this writing, I just didn't like it. Okay. 14, Shrimp Burger, a lesser-known work about marine life. So I'm sure most of you have read The Soul of an Octopus by Cy Montgomery, which is wonderful, and I have it in the next room. And then I started reading The Secret Life of Lobsters by Trevor Corson. I have it on my Kindle, but I haven't picked it back up. And it's wonderful and so interesting. But the book I'm going to mention, I listened to on audiobook this year, and I don't own it, but I would like to own it. The Island of Sea Women by Lisa C. And it's about a Korean island. And it's about the women, Haenyeo divers, I want to say is how you pronounce it. And their culture and how they do the deep diving and how they've been trained to hold their breath. And that's what they do every single day. Even when they're pregnant, even when they're like full pregnant, they do that until they give birth. And then they're right back out there. It's amazing to learn about those women and Haenyeo or Haenyeo. Anyway, it's wonderful, and Lisa C is a popular author, but I don't really see in my small community booktube. I don't see her much. Okay, Slider. Whose short works are easy to consume and enjoy? And that's someone I've been enjoying this year. Edwin St. Aubin. This is Patrick Melrose. There's 5 short works. I've read 3, so I have 2 more works left. I don't know what it is about him and his writing, but I do slide into them, and I don't know. They're short. There's 5 in that. What is your favorite type of burger? Okay, so I'm a vegetarian. I don't really have a favorite type of burger. I just go into the veggie aisle, and sometimes I like the veggie chicken patty, and sometimes I like the veggie black bean burger. But yeah, I don't, it's just something that I'm like, something I make myself at home. And I know that's just no fun. So what is your favorite place to get a burger? My kitchen, I guess. My mom did. So my mom and I, we did raw a couple years ago. Well, it could be 4 years ago now, or 5. Anyway, we did raw, and I bought a dehydrator, and so my mom made raw veggie burgers, and they were not bad. Okay, who do you tag? I am not sure who has done this video yet. So I was tagged by Jack. So thank you so much, Jack. Yeah, so I mean, if you haven't done this, or if you haven't already been tagged in this video because it's making its rounds, I would love to watch your video. So I hope everybody's having a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.